What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update, fourth stimulus check update, and related news. New information on the third stimulus check, fourth stimulus check, President Donald Trump, and Mitch McConnell, and President Biden's new stimulus package, the infrastructure plan. We're going to jump right in. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates on the upcoming round of stimulus, as there is multiple different provisions of stimulus on the horizon. And don't forget to hit the like button. And here we go. Internal CDC data has just shown that the virus is regaining foothold for a new wave in the United States, as President Biden is urging states to pause their reopening and reinstate mask mandates. The president also said that 90% of Americans will have access to vaccines in a matter of 3 weeks. President Biden says this is not a time to lessen our efforts. If we let our guard down now, we could see the virus getting worse, not better. The number of new cases jumped by 11% over the past week to a 7-day average of around 60,000 new cases per day, according to an interagency memo dated March 29th and obtained by Politico. Normally, the number of new COVID-19 hospital admissions and currently hospitalized patients both increased by 4%, said the memo, which is based on data from the CDC. New information is out about the Pfizer vaccine lasting at least 6 months, and that 6 months wording has a lot of people wondering if there's going to be 2 vaccines per year to cover you for 6 months, and if this will become a yearly thing or biannual vaccine going forward. I'm seeing lots of headlines like this one. Coronavirus is exploding right now in Michigan as Michigan reopens schools and dining in February and is seeing a brand new spike of new cases and also deaths. The FDA has now authorized 2 brand new rapid at-home COVID-19 tests in a new major move. The FDA has authorized the Quidel QuickView and the Abbott Binax Now tests will allow people to swab themselves at home and get results in minutes. The Quidel test delivers results in 10 minutes, and the Abbott test requires 15 minutes, which is pretty fast, to be honest. While the FDA has previously taken some steps toward authorizing at-home tests, advocates hail the new authorization as a major breakthrough because the tests are simple and do not require a prescription and can be mass-produced by the 2 major companies to be widely available. No information about the cost of these tests is available yet. Republicans are bashing, as I kind of expected, President Biden's new infrastructure plan, the 4th round of stimulus package. President Trump, or former President Donald Trump, is attacking President Biden over the plan to raise the corporate tax rate. Former President Trump yesterday attacked President Biden's plan to raise the corporate tax rate from 21% to 28% for a massive infrastructure package, claiming that doing so would send jobs to China and harm American workers. Quote, this legislation would be among the largest self-inflicted economic wounds in history. If this monstrosity is allowed to pass, the result will be more Americans out of work, more families shattered, and more factories abandoned, more industries wrecked, and more main streets boarded up and closed down. Just like it was before I took over the presidency 4 years ago, former President Donald Trump said in a statement. This tax hike is a classic globalist betrayal by Joe Biden and his friends. The lobbyists will win. The special interests will win. China will win. The Washington politicians and government bureaucrats will win, but hardworking American families will lose. The White House laid out its $2 trillion first half of the infrastructure package and jobs plan yesterday to repair roads and bridges, invest in climate-friendly technologies, and expand broadband access, among other provisions. The plan calls for financing the spending over a 15-year period by hiking the corporate tax rate from 28% to 28% from 21%. It was 35% before the Trump tax cuts in 2017, lowered the corporate rate from 35% all the way down to 21%. Trump continued on saying, quote, Joe Biden's cruel and heartless attack on the American dream must never be allowed to become federal law. Just like our southern border went from best to worst and is now in shambles, our economy will be destroyed. Those are some harsh words. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Especially if you are a Republican, let me know your thoughts on the Biden infrastructure slash stimulus package. In addition to that, Mitch McConnell doesn't like the package either and is signaling that there will be no Republican support for this next package as well, and the Democrats will likely have to pass it through the reconciliation process again. Mitch McConnell on Thursday ruled out support from his Republicans for President Biden's new infrastructure package, all but ensuring that the proposal will have to pass with lockstep Democratic unity in the Senate through the reconciliation process. At an event in Kentucky, the Senate Republican leader pillared the $2.5 trillion infrastructure proposal as exasperating the debt and raising taxes. Mitch McConnell said the bill would not get a single Senate Republican vote, despite the White House's bipartisan outreach. Mitch McConnell says, quote, the package that they're putting together now, as much as we would like to address infrastructure, is not going to get support from our side. Because I think the last thing the economy needs right now is a big whopping tax increase. Senate Democrats are already signaling they may set up the infrastructure bill to pass along party lines via budget reconciliation process, a process that allows a certain legislation to pass with a simple majority but comes with strict restrictions on what may be included. As a counterpoint to the Republican argument is that 91 companies out of the top Fortune 500 paid $0 in federal tax. That's right, $0 in federal tax, despite being the largest 500 companies in the United States in 2018. This continues on every single year, as Amazon alone paid $0 in federal tax on $11.2 billion in taxes. To try to combat this, President Biden is proposing a corporate minimum tax in this next infrastructure package. This package is a little bit different, first of all, because it has a lot of infrastructure and it will have several different stimulus provisions in there when all is said and done. But also, this is the first of the stimulus packages. Remember, President Trump passed 5 stimulus packages underneath Trump. The first one was the most expensive at $2.2 trillion, the CARES Act. Biden has now passed one stimulus package, and the Republicans are like going crazy about how much Biden has spent, but he passed one package. Trump passed 5, and Trump's first one was more expensive than Biden's last one, just so everybody's on the same page and we're being fair to Republicans and Democrats. Trump passed 5, Biden passed 1. Trump's first package alone was more than President Biden's. However, this next package is not just a pure stimulus package, it's an infrastructure package. And President Biden wants to pay for this by raising taxes on the corporations. He also promised or said that he wants to raise taxes on people making more than $400,000. However, we have not seen anything like that in this package as of yet. Remember, he's just announced the first part of this package, and instead of just adding to the national debt, he wants to pay for part or maybe most of this package throughout the next 10 to 15 years by making corporations pay some tax. And to prevent corporations like Amazon, who made $11 billion and paid $0 in federal tax, they get this other provision in here. As you can see here, the president's tax reform proposal will increase the minimum tax on U.S. corporations to 21% and calculate it on a country-by-country basis so it hits profits in tax havens. It will also eliminate the rule that allows U.S. companies to pay 0 taxes on the first 10% of return when they locate investments in foreign countries. By creating incentives for investment here in the United States, we can reward companies that help to grow the U.S. economy and create a more level playing field between domestic companies and multinationals. He also wants to enact a minimum tax on large corporations' book income. The president's tax reform will ensure that large, profitable corporations cannot exploit loopholes in the tax code to get by without paying any U.S. corporate taxes, like Amazon. A 15% minimum tax on the income corporations use to report their profits to investors, known as book income, will backstop the tax plan's other ambitious reforms and apply only to the very largest corporations. We have over 100 Democrats from the House and the Senate now urging President Biden to include a fourth stimulus check in this next package. Remember, he's only unveiled the first half of it. The second half is yet to come. And there also will be some negotiations on this package, what gets included, what doesn't get included, and they can add things in all the way up until the very end. Let me know your thoughts on the corporate tax rate, raising the corporate tax from 21 to 28% and including a minimum corporate tax of 15% on their book revenue, their book income, so that and again, this is only focused apparently on the largest corporations, how they'll figure that out. Maybe they'll do corporations that make over $1 billion or something along those lines. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think corporations should be able to pay $0 in federal tax, but maybe create more jobs? Or do you think they should have to pay their own fair share of tax, but maybe it ends up costing some jobs or something like that? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. We have two major bill proposals to include a fourth stimulus check in this next package. Number one is from Michigan Representative Rashida Tlaib, who has introduced a bill for a one-time $2,000 stimulus check and then $1,000 recurring monthly payments until 1 year after the pandemic is over. This is co-authored by Representative Jayapal as well, and this is the first major bill to include a fourth stimulus check in the next package, the infrastructure package. The second major one that just came out yesterday is from Senators Ed Markey and Elizabeth Warren, who are pushing President Joe Biden to include $2,000 monthly stimulus checks until the pandemic is over. The question I'll likely get is who is going to pay for this? And just like the previous 6 stimulus packages, there were no tax raises or tax hikes or anything to pay for those bills. Those bills will likely never get paid for. They just go onto the national debt and they'll sit there. The national debt is now $30 trillion. In 1990, it was $3 trillion. And that national debt will likely never get paid off. It will likely just continue increasing like the vast majority of countries around the world. We're not the only country passing stimulus until actually up until this last package passed, there was a report that said we had actually spent less than half of what other countries had spent based on their population and their GDP. Of course, we have a larger population than most countries, but based on a lot of other first world countries, they had actually spent a lot more money and a lot more money on their people compared to the United States. We're not the only country dealing with COVID. There are stimulus checks and stimulus packages going on across the entire world. Most notably, a lot of people refer back to the $2,000 monthly Canadian stimulus checks that many Canadian people are getting. So monthly stimulus checks are not out of the question, and they are being done across the world. In Europe, they actually will pay people to they'll pay their salary even though they may have lost it during the pandemic. They will actually pay their entire full salary to people in different European countries to keep their job even though they kind of lost it. It's an interesting situation, but that is actually equivalent to their full salary, which for most people is well more than $2,000 per month. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I will keep you up to date on everything with the third stimulus check still coming out, fourth stimulus check, and the entire upcoming round of fourth stimulus checks, student loan forgiveness, Social Security raise, and all the other upcoming stimulus items. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. It's completely free to do so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. After subscribing, you can click the bell icon to all notifications to get reminder notifications when we go live, which is 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Time every single day. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I've had dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.